Working Title Podcast, man. We back again. By this time, you already know what this voice is. It's your boy Jack. Here with another good interview. Here to get some good topics in with another great artist we got in this Baltimore area. Got a special one in the building today. We got NFL Jizzle in the building. What's up, Brody?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. How's everything?
Man, going as best as it can at the moment.
I feel it. Glad to be outside?
Yeah, for a few. Yeah, it feel nice. Feel good.
Nah, I know how that shit go. What's going on, though, bro? Summertime, what's the word?
Man, this summer was complete zero. I mean, saying you feel me, being on house arrest and everything. But, it ain't going to last forever. I'll see you next summer.
Next summer?
Yeah.
When you off?
Right now, I'm scheduled to be off in December.
December? Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, that's still, we just chipping away at this point, right?
Yeah.
You, what's going on with the music today, bro? That's what we're here to talk about. What you got going on musically?
Right now, I'm working on a tape to drop. I really want to get y'all the tape mid-September, but it's certain ways I gotta go about it for real. Like I don't get all the studio time, you feel me, that I be wanting.
Right.
So it might be a little tiny bit, you feel me, delayed, but y'all gonna get it before the year out.
That's honestly a good place to start, bro. Because like I always, every artist kind of different. So it's like when you say, pushing back studio time, shit like that. Is that like a perfectionist thing? Is this because you want it to be exactly how you want it to be, lay it out exactly how you want it?
I need everything perfect. Like I make a plan and stick to the plan. Like I don't veer off, you feel me, from the plan. I stick to the plan no matter what. If certain stuff happens, then I adjust the plan, but I stay focused on the plan. So everything will be perfect.
So it's like you roll with the punches, but you still got to make sure you're going by what you originally mapped out.
Right. Because you see me making a plan, I'm already, how can I say this? I'm already, you feel me, like getting myself ready for the failure.
Right.
If, you feel me, failure comes. But, that's the point of planning, so you don't fail. So.
Do you have any, so if you kind of, that makes me think that if you, in the past, if you're kind of planning for potential, let's call them roadblocks,
right.
Have you had any roadblocks, in past that that stick out where you really had to lock in?
Jail, that's about it.
Of course.
Jail. Mm-hmm. Jail, that's one of the biggest roadblocks you can get. You feel me, being in the line of work that I'm in, so.
Right.
And by that I mean music. I don't need nobody getting nothing misconstrued.
No.
I'm a rapper, you feel me? So, yeah.
All positive over here, bro. Do you
Going
think
to jail, that's like one of the worst things that can happen to your career while you feel me, make music. So that's valuable time missed out. Like, it's a lot.
Do you find it when you've been locked up in the past? Do you find it? I know it can go both ways, right? Do you find it easier to be like, you know what, I'm locked in. When I get out, I'm going straight to it, right? Or is it a little bit harder? Because like in any line of any profession, when you hit certain roadblocks, it's like, fuck, like I don't even know if I want to keep doing this shit. Have you ever had like a situation where?
No, yeah, definitely. I just recently had one.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I just recently had, man, one of them. I ain't even feeling this shit no more, man. That's just recently, man. One of my close homeboys got locked up for real. Mm-hmm. And I was on the tip, like, man, that shit made me don't even want to rap no more. But he be the one that telling me that I got to keep it going for real. So I can't let him down and stop rapping because it's like, if I do that, then everything would have been for nothing.
Right.
Feel me? So I got to keep going not only for myself, but for him.
Right.
Feel me? For him and my fans, so.
Of course. Do you think that, is there any specific like things that keep you motivated? You say your man's is like somebody who's always telling you to stay on the straight and narrow. Do you have any other kind of motivating factors that keep you going?
My supporters, homeboys, my management, Yeah.
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 Gotcha.
I mean,
it's all you just regular shit. Yeah. I feel you.
There's a couple people that come in and factor with that.
Right. Now I feel you. So usually how I do my interviews, bro, is we talk about, what you got going on now, then we take it all the way back, to when you started and then work to front, right?
I feel that.
So it's really cliche to be like, how did you start rapping? Like that's a dumb question. I feel like that's that's foolish. But I am curious, was there ever a moment in your career that like made you want to take it seriously? Like where you were like, damn, like I'm really like that. Like I know after, recording a song or like something like that where you were like, yeah, I really gotta take this shit serious.
All right, so this how I had with that, right? So I mean, of course, everybody start out, you feel me, going to the studio, you feel me, playing around and everything.
Yeah.
I did just that, playing around. I didn't drop something. People was feeling it. So they telling me, like, I might as well keep going. Like, you feel me? Like, can't no harm, you feel me, come from doing this. So I'm like, I might as well. And then I got certain people backing me. So it's like, why not? And it just took off. You know, it played in my favor. So I kept it going.
What were those first couple tracks where people was like really feeling it and you were like, oh shit, like I really got something right here?
Number one, Starting My Ways.
I knew it.
A lot of people felt that. And that was really one of my first songs like I ever dropped. Like, you feel me? Besides me and Skola dropped that one song, but that song right there was really my first drop. Like, and it went crazy. So I'm like, I can't just stop now. Like, you feel me? Like, feel me? He feeling me, so I gotta keep it going. I can't stop. I got people backing me. Let's do it.
You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
So when you drop "Stuck in My Ways," let's start there, right? That's still one of your biggest songs, right?
Right.
When you were making that song, did you already have plans to go into Criminal Minds, or was it just like kind of dropping here and there, and then you saw, oh shit, I should probably put a tape out, right? Because Criminal Minds is the first tape, right?
Right. Criminal Minds came way after Stuck in My Ways. Stuck in My Ways was one of my first early songs. So as me making music, I'm like, all right, that's going on the tape. That's going on the tape. Now I gotta think of a tape name. I'm like, man, I'm going with Criminal Minds. Like, you feel me? Like, how we think. So put it out there. Put all the certain songs that I want, you feel me? And run with it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looked back since Criminal Minds though.
No need at that point.
Huh?
I said no need. Like at that point, when you start off so hot, it's like it's no job. I mean, even if you didn't feel like it, it's like I'm already here.
I really was amazed by how everything even played out. Like, I never pictured me being no rapper, like not even being in the music like at all. But I guess destiny, I guess you can call it. Way the cookie crumble.
Hey, so it's just like in sports, right? It's like some people just got that knack. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, when people step on the field, they might never done nothing before football, basketball. Sometimes they just naturally got it, right? And once you realize you naturally got it, you just got to keep going with it, right?
Yeah, you can't give up once you realize you got it. Like,
yeah, absolutely. No doubt. But so, like, just from a timeline perspective, how long was it between realizing that Stuck in My Ways was one of those ones and being like, damn, I got to put a tape together now because I got to give the people what they want?
I dropped Stuck in My Ways, I believe. Dropped that like October 21. October 21. So, and I dropped Criminal Minds, if I'm not mistaken, December 2021.
Yeah, it was still in a reason,
in those, you feel me, 2 month span. So I'm like, all right, I dropped Stuck in My Ways. I see what that did. They liking me. I gotta give them some more. Drop the tape. Tape did cool. Tape did all right. I gotta keep going. It's crazy because, you feel me, one of my best songs, Suit and Ties, I really made that in 2021 too. I just never dropped it until later on. But I made that early in my career too, like real early. That's why I was so surprised at how big it did. Like, that video, one of my most viewed, you feel me, videos on YouTube. I think it's at like 125,000 YouTube views now.
Was that, like, I actually, you know, I was going to get to Suit and Ties when we talked about All-Madden, but we could talk about it now. Was that, you know, kind of strategic? Like, you was like, damn, I got 2 of them things now. Like, I might as well, like, push this down the road so I can still, you know, keep the people, you know,
that was definitely strategic because I was like, I can't just drop it. I can't just, you feel me, give it to y'all, just, you feel me, willy-nilly. Like, I got a plan, you feel me, with this song. Like, I knew, I'm already knowing, like, this song, you feel me, one of them ones, so I got to drop this strategically, like, you feel me? So that's when All-Madden came about. Fuck it, that's going on the tape. They want it so bad, it's going on the tape. I ended up getting locked up like a week after I dropped the tape, so I couldn't really give them no more videos.
No, I mean,
I got the video of Suit and Ties out the way before. Feel me? Everything.
Hey, that's all that matter, bro. But so another question going back to the, you know, Criminal Minds, Stuck in My Ways. Is it kind of like, because you're talking about, like, you know, that, you know, when you first started dropping, that's one of your first songs and it's blowing, right? How is it kind of like, you know, starting off on such a hot streak, right? Because, like, some people, it takes them so long to get that first, like, hit song, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I'm curious to know when you dropping straight fire to start out, Is it make it easier going forward, or does it make it a little bit tougher because you put that extra pressure on yourself?
The way I think, I still don't think that I really got a hit song. Like, I'm trying to millions of streams, millions of views. You feel me? I ain't there yet, so I feel as though I gotta keep going harder. Like, Suit and Ties and Stuck in My Ways, all right, yeah, you feel me? They cool songs, but I can do better.
You still got a lot left in the chamber.
Yeah.
You think,
a lot more.
Yeah. You think you're still on that, like, kind of like, John Moran, like, rookie, trying to learn.
Yeah.
You the man, but you still trying to learn shit.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Nah, I feel it, bro. So I do want to talk about just, when you starting out, you Edmondson Village, NFL, it's been a lot of great artists that have come from that area, right? Talk about Skola, people like that. What's it kind of like working and knowing that you come from an area with such, so much promise in the rap game? How's that feel?
Man, I would say it's kind of like a weight on my shoulders. But then again, I wouldn't technically say that because, all right, a bunch of good artists come from my neighborhood. Skola, Zach, Nick Breed, you feel me? A lot of great artists come from my neighborhood. So it's like, I feel as though everybody would expect me to be, you feel me, just as great as them. But then again, I don't want people to expect me to, you feel me, do what they did.
Right.
I want them to expect me to do better. Feel me? But that's just how I think.
Yeah, because, you got to pave your own way at the end of the day.
Right.
One thing kind of going away from your actual music is obviously you was featured, you did shit with Skola, right? Skola, obviously everybody know who Skola is. So I'm just curious to know what it's kind of like being, this young up-and-coming artist and you getting cosigns from, one of the biggest artists in the city. So what's it like kind of working with Skola and doing shit with him?
It's just... Every time I'm around him, I'm learning something new. Big shout out to bro. You feel me? By the way, big shout out to Skola. Every time I'm around him, I'm working, I'm learning. Feel me? He always showing me what to do and how to drop and what not to do. Feel me? So, big shout out to bro. Big shout out to him.
For sure. Has there ever been anything in particular, like maybe in the studio, where he, maybe you have this mindset of I'm gonna do this way, but Skola, no, nah, bro. Like you gotta look at it in a different way.
All the time, bro.
Anything in particular?
Man, I be trying to just drop music, like, with no strategy, no game plan whatsoever. He like, I can't do that. Like, I gotta set up, like, times, though, like, plan whereas, though, I drop 1 month, wait, like, feel me, like, a month or 2 months, drop again. But while I'm waiting, I'm, you feel me, pushing the last project.
Right.
I never was big when, you feel me, pushing, you feel me, music, like, as far as, you feel me, promotion. So, I would just drop. You won't hear nothing else from the song unless you go listen to it and just keep driving. He basically got me off of that wave, so now it's like more, you feel me, like the music is just, it's like, I'd say it's like 75, you feel me, % of promotion. Like, you gotta promote yourself. So that's what he taught me.
Kind of like there's more. Yeah, there's more like, it's more than just dropping, right? Like you have to look at the strategic value that comes in everything. You know what I'm saying? We do that with the podcast shit, right? Like, it's kind of like we'll drop shit and be like, oh, man, we should probably, back promote it. Like, we already dropped it, but we got to keep promoting it, make sure people still listen and keep people involved, right? So we had to learn that, we had to learn that, too, when we're doing the podcast shit. So I definitely understand. Exactly. So, besides, you got any shit with Zach?
Yeah.
Anything coming?
I just recently got something with Zach, probably last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Next tape?
Maybe. I don't like to give spoilers too much, but whatever I put out is going to be worth the wait.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell y'all that.
It's kind of on that topic also. I was watching. Now, I will tell you, when I was watching it, it was loud where I was at, but I saw underrated Lil Chris on your story. Y'all guys, he a good friend of the pod. That's our guy. Yeah. Shout out to Lil Chris. But I was just, is that a mix? Y'all collabing as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
We won't reveal too much, because you got some shit coming.
We ain't gonna get into too much of the spoilers, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, a whole lot. Y'all gonna love it. I just can't wait to give it to y'all.
Sound like that chamber looking serious.
Yeah, okay. Serious.
Hey, we all excited, bro. I'm still a fan too. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, bro.
Already, but go backtrack a tad. So Criminal Minds, right? Like I was kind of talking about before, Stuck in My Ways was major, right? Criminal Minds dropped. Did it do everything you wanted it to do from a release style? Did it get the views you wanted it to do? Was people fucking with it enough? Because like we were saying, like sometimes when you drop so quick and you demand so quick, it's like you set expectations that are sometimes might be hard to reach. So did it do what you wanted it to do?
See, me, it definitely did way past than I thought it was gonna do. Like, I only dropped one song, then I come straight out with a tape. I'm thinking I'll probably get like a couple views. That motherfucker did way more than I expected what it was gonna do. So I mean, I can't complain. So yeah, that motherfucker did way more than I expected it to do. Now I'm really like, oh yeah, like I gotta keep it going now. Like, I ain't never expect this, so keep pushing with it, keep going.
So you was ready to go when All-Madden, when you set up All-Madden then?
All-Madden probably one of my most strategized tapes that y'all probably ever hear. But it's only gonna get better. But that was really, I put so much time, so much money, so much thought into that tape. It was just like, that's probably one of my personal favorites for real.
For sure. I mean, I think that's one of the, you honestly just answered my next question. I was gonna ask the mindset from Criminal Minds to All-Madden. It sounds like you were completely different. Well, from a stylistic, or not a stylistic, but like from a planning perspective, it sounds like you two different artists.
Definitely was different. Criminal Minds more so early stage, just like All-Madden. Now I'm getting the hang of it. Now I'm getting my flow, you feel me, perfected. I'm getting everything right. So now I'm putting it all in there. I got everything. And it just came out exactly how I wanted it to come out.
Absolutely. And so on that tape, obviously.
Shout out Kruger too. He makes it master the whole tape for me. Damn near engineered the whole tape for me. Shout out, bro.
That you're gonna be working with Yo in the future?
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Right hand?
Yeah.
For sure. I feel it. But so kind of sticking on that perspective, you got Suit and Tie on there, Pave My Way, stuff like that.
Right.
You know, did you feel like when you was recording it that it was like, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this, like, you already said that you had more, kind of like ideas as far as planning it. But like when you was recording the music, did you feel like you was kind of starting to, because I always use sports references because I'm a sports guy, but they say like the game slowed down, right? It kind of become easier to put together. When you was actually making the music, did you kind of feel like it was like, oh yeah, like I'm, this is second nature to me at this point?
It's kind of crazy because the songs that I got on there, I didn't go inside of the studio like, all right, I'm about to make a song, you feel me, to put on that tape. It's just, I done had a whole bunch of songs and I just went through and listened to them. Like, that's going on there. That's going on there, you feel me, with the help of my friends, you feel me, management. That gotta go on there, that gotta go on there, and we just did it like that for real. But it wasn't really no set mindset, like, I'm about to go in there and just straight go through the whole tape, like, studio session, the whole tape, like, I'm gonna make 4 or 5 songs to go on the tape.
Right.
Like, nah, I just went in the vault, a bunch of whole unreleased songs, old, new, and I just went through them. Like, yeah, that one going on there, that one going on there, this one gotta go on there, you feel me, Shooting Ties, this one gotta go on there. And it just went like that for real.
That's a really interesting topic actually, because I think people don't realize, when you talk about, like the Lil Baby, like the current like major recording artists, like a lot of their albums is like, you might put an album out in 2023, but a lot of shit they might have recorded 4, 5, 6 years in the past.
Perspective, like everybody might think a lot of shit new, that shit years old. We just ain't never dropped it. That's how it be though. That go back to that perfect time and drop. That go back to that planning. All that is in one. It's really a strategic game with this music shit. You can't just be dropping willy-nilly, like back to back, dropping anything, like, you feel me? Certain ways you gotta do it.
Yeah, it also go back to those, to the roadblock shit, right? If you ever run into some problems, right, and you in your case might have went away for a little bit, got some shit that you can put out if you need to, because because you already had it set up, right?
Right.
So let's go studio time, right? So you're saying that you don't really be dropping, it's not like you record it and then like boom, drop it. Right. If you go, how often do you go to studio one, and then how much do you usually record? Because some people be like, oh, I go in there and I'll be in there for 4 hours and record one song because I'm too perfect. Some people just be cranking shit out, right? How do you go about it when you go in the studio?
Right now, at the moment, my studio time is at an all-time low right now because of the situation I'm in. But for this, man, it's been times I done stayed the night in the studio and woke up in the studio and got straight back to it. Like, that's one thing I can say. Like, I'm dedicated with this shit. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I just got a certain drive for it that a lot of people don't really be having.
I think it's important to kind of note that also, bro, because it's like we live in a time where like everything is about going viral and Instagram likes and shit like that.
That's another thing. Like, I be saying a lot of people going viral from making some goofy ass music. I'm not doing none of that. That ain't me. I can't get in there and rap about a whole bunch of goofy weird shit. Like, I can't do that.
That only because I'm not ready to say no names, but even in the podcast shit that we do, it's a lot of people who start podcasts, right? So we've been doing this shit for 6 years, right? So for us, it's one of those things where we stay on the straight and narrow because we know we putting out good content. Don't matter whether we go viral, whether we do this, that, and the third, because we know we putting out good shit. Like, we know what we doing. So it kind of go back to that, what you saying is like, a lot of people really ain't dedicated like that, right? They just want to put out a song, hope it go, hope it blow, hope they can sign.
A lot of this shit, I'm talking about industry-wise, like, that shit be goofy. That shit make a nigga sound like, man, I don't even want no parts of that shit. Like, just give me the money and you feel me? Just give me the money and my fans and I'm cool. Like, that industry shit, that shit be weird.
So let's talk about that then, because I'm curious to know, because like you think about like a YG Tech, right? Like he's done everything independent, right? Would you be, if you continue to grow your brand and grow as an artist, and that right deal came on the table, would you take it, or are you trying to just stay independent, kind of just do your own thing and kind of ride that way?
That really depends, because like depending on the label, I might take it, I might not, but I will only take it for the exposure, so I can network better. That's probably it. But other than like them, you feel me, telling me how to make music and telling, I can't do that. Cause my fans, you feel me, what my fans like. So I'm not about to switch it up just cause no, hell no. Me switching it up didn't make y'all want to sign me. Like, why y'all want me to switch it up now? Like, I ain't doing that.
Right.
So future references, any label trying to come holler at me, trying to get me, I ain't switching, man. I'm staying who I am.
That's the way to go. Honestly, it makes it it's authentic, right? It's the only thing that matters.
I ain't getting on no goofy shit. I'm not painting my nails. I'm not wearing dresses. I'm not doing none of that shit, bro. For real.
No nail painting, though. Please.
I ain't doing that.
Do you think that kind of like going off of that, we talk about, staying authentic, doing shit like that, that I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this too, because it's like all the thoughts come together, but what's the best way to put this? Let's backtrack. I'll come back to it. But so you dropped the All-Madden shit, right? Another banger. One thing I was curious about is you've worked with so many Baltimore artists, right? Legion kind of A1 Beam, but on All-Madden you had a chance to work with OMB Peasy, which I was curious about. And you've also worked with D-Wade from, was it OBN? Yeah.
Chicago. Shout out to bro, too. Much love to bro. Shout out OBN D-Wade.
For sure. So I'm curious to know, like, I feel like in Baltimore, like a lot of artists, like there's not it's not a lot of go out of town kind of recordings, right? It's a lot of in town shit, do it like that. But you've gotten a chance to work with, two like major artists in other cities, right? Is there like when you was working with them or putting shit together, is the functionality with those artists any different? Them being from out of town or anything like that?
I mean, yeah and no at the same time. I mean, me and D-Wade kind of locked in, like on some different shit. Like, you feel me? Like, he one of the guys now, you feel me? Like, me and bro really locked it in. That's why I say it's much love between me and bro. Not no difference with Peasy, but it's just, like, a certain difference. Like, you feel me? It's just, like, my relationship with D-Wade not the same with
That's your D-Wade's your guy.
Right.
That's your man's.
Right. Absolutely. Like, I still holler at bro, you feel me, to this day, like, not even on no music shit. Like, you feel me, just, you feel me, calling, chatting on each other. I'm not to say that I do that with Peasy. So, yeah. I'd say it'd be different for real.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it go back to the industry shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not no disrespect to Peasy at all. It's just, that's just how it goes sometimes. Right.
Some shit just be business. That's all it is. But shout out to Peasy, too, though.
For sure. Because he from, what, Cali? Or live from Alabama or some shit? Is Alabama. Let's talk about D-Wade just because that's your guy. But like, is it like, what's it like having another artist, come to your city, right? He from out of town. He coming all the way from Chicago.
Being from Chicago, that shit was big to me. Like, me being a kid, I used to watch shit about them all day on YouTube, man. So it's like, damn, I'm really about to make music with one of the ones that was living in, you feel me, living in the shit that I was watching growing up as a kid. So that shit was just big for me. Yeah, that shit was big for me.
And he came to your city. Like, it's not like y'all he was like, nah, you gotta come to me, bro. It's like he came to town.
Cool, real humble guy. Like, Shout out D-Wade, that's my name.
I think that's one of my favorite songs you ever did, bro. That shit was going crazy. Did you like when you knew you was working with somebody from out of town? Was you like, I gotta come?
That's
crazy.
how I think about with every feature. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me personally, in my head, it's a competition, bro. Right? friendly competition.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a competition. I gotta do my thing on every feature, whether I'm getting paid, whether I'm not, whether it's whatever. I gotta give it my best every time I do it. So
let's talk about a friendly competition then, bro. So when you getting featured on somebody else's track,
right?
Who give me some songs where you was like, hey, they better come correct because I just burnt that shit. Like I came and did what I needed to do. Any songs in particular where you was like, because you talk about the friendly competition, because that makes sense. Like when we do other podcasts, we want to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Shit. Not none that I can think about right now. It's like that's how I think about it whenever, like, no matter who I'm on a song with, whether it's my man that don't, you feel me, really rap like that, but he want to hop on a song with me, or whether it's one of the top artists in the city or somebody from a different state, anything, like, that's just how I think. Like, I got to do my thing on this one because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get more fans.
Right.
So I got to make sure they feeling me what I'm saying on this Tron. I said Tron. I got to make sure they feeling me what I'm saying on this song. His fans feel me so they can come fuck with me.
That's a good way to go into what I was trying to ask before that I couldn't really think how to describe it. Is there other lanes? Like, you have your fans, right? And the people that fuck with your music and your authentic, how you go about your shit.
Right.
Is there any other lanes where, like, not because of no industry shit, but because you're curious, where you want to tap into other lanes, maybe acquire a different fan base or any other people? Like, is there any type of lanes that you try to tap into?
I've been thinking about, like, some tapping in on some love song type shit, but that ain't me. I tried it. I honestly tried it. I mean, it did all right.
I was listening to All-Madden earlier, and there was definitely some shit where I was like, oh, this is a little bit of a change of pace. That's exactly what it was.
On a change of pace. I mean, it's cool. I don't know. That's why I feel as though me and the song, you feel me, with Peasy, didn't really do as much as I wanted it to do. I kind of switched up from what I'm usually doing, you feel me, to kind of meet him in the middle. He one of them pain rappers.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I try to go off of his flow, and I should have just stuck with mine. Like, I know my fans like how I come.
I mean, early on, it
did what it did, though. I mean, it did all right.
You gotta take chances, bro. It is what it is, right? But you kind of more focus on just building up the brand that you in and just getting all the way to the top, right? Gotcha.
Absolutely.
I feel you. That makes sense. I'm curious to see, I guess if you kind of tap into that at your, to the point that you want to get at, or then are you gonna change it up? I'm kind of curious just to see how you function. Nah.
I can't.
Touche. I understand.
I can't change it.
I understand, but
I gotta keep it going with what got me there. Like, why would I change? Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
No doubt. I feel it. I was just curious just because I peeped those other little songs, but it's not always there.
That should be here and there though. Like, you feel, you might rarely ever get one of them out of me. Like, if you do, that's just rare. Like, that's all that be.
I feel it. So going back to All-Madden, we said that did what you wanted to do. You kind of pulling. Right.
Definitely.
Gotcha. All right, so let's move on to the most recent EP that you just dropped, Till I Return.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the name, right? Till I Return. I'm curious to know, bro, because it's like, to me, in my eyes, like, you a heavyweight, right? Like, even though you're young, you top of the line, right?
Appreciate it.
But clearly, if you calling it Till I Return, you think you got another mode. I know we already talked about it briefly, but like, you think that, you just getting started. You not bullshitting, but you just kind of trying to figure shit out.
That title really came from me being incarcerated, though. That's about it. Like, y'all gonna get these couple songs until I'm back home, and then we right back at it. So that's where Until I Return came from. I actually released that while I was still locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I named it that. Like, y'all can get this EP, 6, 7 songs. Fuck with that until I come home, and y'all gonna get an album. Now I'm working on an album right now as we speak.
How many songs you think you got in the duffel? Like just chilling in the computer.
Shit, how many you think we got? It's not as much as I want. I tell you that.
I feel like every time we brought up music, it's like he just let me go back and check the computer. Like I got 12 on here. Cause you think about it.
Like, your management be on it. Like,
cause you think about it, yo, and it's like, when artists go in the studio in this era, it's like, all right, I'm gonna record 7 songs here, right? And then 5 of them end up on the album. It go quick, it goes straight to it. right? So, like I was saying before with, like, the national shit, it's like, you know, with Lil Baby and people like that, it's like they going and reaching into shit that they, you know, took out 6 years ago.
Right.
So that's why I'm always curious to know, because, like, everybody function different.
I got some shit that I'm planning on drop, and I got some shit that I ain't never gonna drop. I would just say that. I got some shit I ain't never gonna drop, and I got some shit that I'm planning to drop real soon.
I'll send you my email. That shit's you never gonna drop. But I hope finding my way to the email. You know what I'm saying? But all right, bro. So we talk about, you know, we talked about most of the music shit, right? And we touched on the Edmondson Village NFL shit earlier.
Right.
But I am curious to know, you know, what is it that sets you apart? What is it that's going to be the reason that you blow? What's going to be the reason that you the best to ever come out of Edmondson? Not only just Edmondson Village, not even Baltimore City. Why are you going to be, you know, one of the best artists, period? Like, what is it that sets you aside?
I had to say my drive and dedication for it. Everybody got thoughts of quitting, but them thoughts ain't last long with me. It was like a quick second. I'm like, no, I got to keep this shit going. So I say my drive has set me aside from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like my drive and dedication towards the music.
You just want to stay in the studio.
Stay in the studio.
Stay. Gotta get back in there, yo.
That's the only way it can be. Stay in the studio.
You got a studio in the crib? You got anything you doing in the crib?
I mean, here and there. Like, I first came on the bus, I was fucking with some house studio shit. I ain't fucking with that shit no more, man. I got past
It's the perfectionist shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be back in there.
I'm like, I can't go from good quality to, you feel me, A-OK quality.
Right.
I gotta keep it high.
Go back to that perfectionist shit, bro. Really, it sounds like it honestly sounds like you literally like going back to the sports shit, but that gym rat kind of shit. Like you gotta stay in there, gotta perfect your craft. That Kobe mentality.
Gotta stay in there.
For sure.
Got to.
But all right, so let's go away from the music a little bit, bro. Like let's talk about you as a person. What you be doing when you're not dropping music, bro? You be on the game, you be shopping. Like what you be doing, bro? Are you one of those Kobe, I stay in the gym at 3 a.m. kind of people?
I ain't always in the studio, but majority of my day is me being in the studio. Majority of my life period is involving music. So if I ain't doing music, I'm probably playing a game or something.
What games you be on?
2K, Warzone. I ain't gonna say Mag. I know he gonna say something about it. No.
No, now we gotta talk about
He
it.
a cheating ass nigga. That's all we gonna say. He be cheating on that Madden shit. I can't really fuck with the Madden. That shit cheat too much. But 2K, Warzone, GTA here and there. You feel me? The only time I'm on that though is when I hop on my man Dollar Roo. Shout out Dollar Roo too. ABG Dollar Roo. Shout out, bro. That's about it.
I'll skip the Madden shit. Now I'm kind of curious. We can talk about it off camera though. If y'all want to talk about the Madden shit. Who you be doing like my player shit on 2K? Or you be playing like the
my part shit like that. I don't fuck with my team. I can't get with that.
How's your player looking?
99 overall. I ain't got shit else to do. I'm in the house all day. 99 overall. Badges maxed out.
Hey man, you gotta go do some tournaments or some shit. Nah, I feel it though, bro. I gotta get back on the game, bro. I haven't played 2K in years, but fuck it. We talk about the Madden after because I still be playing Madden here and there. But that's all I really got, bro. As far as the music shit go, you got anything in particular you want to talk on? Anything you want to push? I know you talk about the clothes and shit.
Just want to give a couple shout outs to my homeboys. You feel me? Doing anything? You feel me? Clothing wise. Shit. One of the shout outs gonna go to Victory X Vo. Feel me? That's my man BT. You feel me? Doing his thing with the clothes. And another shout out, you feel me, to my man Herb. What he's having on Earth Clothing brand. Everybody go tune and go get the merch. That's about it.
Appreciate that. And then the last thing, what's the plan? I know you talking about. Give us more. If you got anything you can reveal as far as the specifics with the next album drop. You got a timeline on it or anything? How many songs, anything like that?
September. It's gonna probably be like 20-something songs. I'm trying to get y'all
20 songs.
Trying to get y'all lengthy tape. I'm trying to have all of them right though, like all of them, no skips through the whole tape. So I would say like mid-September, it probably get pushed back though. Probably like I'm gonna say October at the latest.
It was soft drop. We'll plan on that. We'll see how it go.
October at the latest, definitely though.
And then let them know where to find you at, bro. I know they know where to find you at, but you might as well let them know.
Follow me on all social media, NFL.Jizzle. You feel me? Tune in. Shit only gonna get better.
Appreciate you coming on, bro. Real shit.
Man, no problem, bro. No problem.
But I do want to do one last before we head out. I do want to express the Working Title family, express our condolences to the family and friends of White Boy, who unfortunately passed away in the last couple of days. One of the best, not even just producers, one of the best music talents to come out the city in the last couple of years. So we definitely want to say express our condolences. But you know where to find us, man, at Working T Pod. You can find me at jack.season, SZN, on Instagram. And catch y'all next time, man. Appreciate y'all. Good. How long you got? Perfect. That's what I was shooting for. Good, Don?
Yeah.